Hello world, it's your boy, Young Boss, aka DJ Pose, and I'm out here with a new tutorial for you guys. First and foremost, I want to say I don't have a degree for this shit. I just figured out this shit as I went with it. That's just a disclaimer, so I don't want people commenting down below talking that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what it is. I know I make great music because as long as it sounds good, then it's probably good, bro. You know? So that's what I gotta say. So if you're an aspiring audio engineer, this is where you wanna be today because I will be sharing how I process my vocals. So today I'll be working on something different because I'm a hip hop artist and a hip hop producer. But recently I've been I've switched up, you know, testing the waters. I'm working on some new music, man, a whole new genre. So if you've been watching my Instagram stories, you'll know that I've tapped into house music. I'm trying to work on some new house music, man. You know, I'm inspired and I just want to work. You know, just want to do something new. I'm enjoying this shit, so might as well just carry on with it. So as you can see right here, it's DJ Pose, Aloe Trees, but this is not the official name of the song. This is this was what I named the beat when I was making the beat. The song is actually called Ucolo. And for those that don't know what that means, it means it's asking for forgiveness. It means if I say Ngicela Uxolo, it means I'm asking for forgiveness. So yeah, that's the name of the song. So firstly, so let me tell you how I do my shit. I could say it's very unorganized, you know, which is not a bad thing because I understand it. But if someone else was to come and just look what's going on, they'd be a little bit confused, you know. So when looking at my mixer, don't be too confused. Don't judge me. This is how I work. This is how I do it. This is how I prefer it. I may not prefer it, but you know when I'm doing the thing, when I'm in the heat of the moment, I just start throwing things there and there, and you know it just gets messed up. But I understand my stuff, so it's cool. So first, what I do, let's say I have my vocal right here. The first thing that I'll do is I'll remove, because you know my mic has a lot of hiss because I don't have an actual audio interface. I'm actually using my mixer that goes in straight into the music port on my actual laptop, and the sound quality is trash. And my mic is trash as well, so it's not the best, but you know I make it work. So let me play the vocal without any effects with the beat. So this is how it would sound. Turn up my headphones right here. I've been a bad man. I could've loved you better. I'm a bad man. You were my best friend. Ever since you left, I've been a dead man. I just need you to forgive me, yeah. I got plans of moving on. I just need you to forgive me, yeah. I can't carry weight anymore. So yeah, that's just the raw vocals. Probably not loud enough. I usually turn down my vocals so they can get louder as I process them. So as you can see, uh the vocals are routed to channel 19, and 19 doesn't go straight to the master channel. Instead it goes to my vocals channel, which is channel 14 right now, and then the vocals go to the master. So on channel 14, I send every vocal, which that is the main vocals, my hook, um my backup vocals, my ad libs, everything goes to this 14. Reason why I do this is because when I process my vocals, I like, cause sometimes you find that I record at different times and different energies, different spaces. So why I do this is I can, when I have this one channel that I put everything through, I can try make it sound like it was all recorded at once, like I just went through and recorded everything. So that's why I do this. And the first thing that I put here is a compressor. I try to squash it a little, have a fast attack and a fast release, just so it can, sound like it was recorded in the same place. I won't play this because it doesn't make that much of a difference. It just adds a little bit of volume, I guess. What I do next is I add an EQ, and this particular EQ right here is not EQing like vocals. Like, it's not that I'm EQing vocals individually. Like I said, everything passes through here. And the reason why I have this EQ like this, and reason I know, it's because I know my microphone, right? I know my microphone is okay. My microphone is in top of the range. It's really the cheapest thing you can find. I know where it's boxy. I know where it's harsh. I know, I know my microphone. I've been using it for years, and I know its problems. Like right here, it's very boxy right here. Let me just turn it up and then play it for y'all. Let me mute this. Okay. I've been a bad man. I could have loved you. You see that boxiness? That's that's what I'm trying to remove right here. So I just remove that, and I'm sure there's something irritating here as well. I've been a bad man. That as well. I'm trying to remove those irritating frequencies, and those are just frequencies that are on my microphone that I know. These are not like I'm trying to clean up the vocal. I'm cleaning up my microphone. You know, I don't know if you get it, but yeah, that's why I do that. And so the next thing, I added de-esser because my microphone is very harsh, so I de-ess a lot. So I have a de-esser on the vocals channel just for everything, everything that passes through here is gonna be a little bit de-essed with this de-esser right here. So that's what that does. And then lastly, what I have on this channel is a sound goodizer. And what I do with the sound goodizer is just add some little bit of character, not a lot, just a little bit. Just, like I said with this channel, is I'm trying to make everything sound like it was recorded in the same space, even if you find that I recorded in different spaces or different times. So all this just to bring everything together, So yeah, this is I used the preset A, and then I toned it down real low, just subtle differences, they make a big difference. So I'm gonna play this with and without the effects, and then you'll hear what we have so far. So this is without. I've been a bad man. I could have loved you better. I'm a bad man. You were my best friend. Ever since you left, I've been a dead man. Excuse me. And this is with. I've been a bad man. I could have loved you better. I'm a bad man. You were my best friend. Ever since you left, I've been a dead man. Subtle differences, subtle, very subtle on this channel where everything goes to, because like I explained, just trying to make it sound like it was recorded in the same place. And then now what I go to where this channel is, where I routed this vocal to, which is track 19, I mean, which is channel 19. And first thing I do here is I add some correction, some auto tune to my voice, because I know I can't sing that well, so I need a little bit of auto tune. So let me turn on the effects, and then this is how it sounds when I add some auto tune to this. I've been a bad man, I could have loved you better, I'm a bad man. You were my best friend. Ever since you left, I've been a dead man. Yeah, just a little bit of auto tune there. And then next is I add another de-esser, because like I told you, I'm trying to remove those S's because of my mic. My mic is horrible, got some horrible high ends. So, you know, I try to fix that as much as possible. And I just want to tell you how the way that I mix songs, usually I start by removing, before I add anything like other effects, or before I brighten my vocal and all of that, I try to remove everything that I don't want. Right, like right here, I don't want the S's, and the next part is a EQ, and I know I'm removing frequencies that I don't like. You know, I'm just removing, like when you're cleaning your room, right? You start by removing things in your room before you start shining things, you know, before you start adding all these kind of things. So that's what I do in my mixing. I remove things before I add some color and effects and all of that, and you know, understand. I don't know if you feel me, but yeah, and it's been working for me. And yeah, so that's how I do my shit. So what I do next is I add another EQ, a high pass filter, and then I remove the boxiness on 294 hertz right here, minus 5 dB. And then I also removed around here, you know, just removing frequencies that I don't like, you know. And yeah, so far what we have is this. I've been a bad man, I could have loved you better, I'm a bad man. You were my best friend. You know, it's getting better and better. And then the next thing that I add is a compressor, and this particular compressor is called the leveling tool, and it's a tube compressor, so it has a little bit of color. So I actually like this compressor a lot. It's a really nice compressor, and it's free for download, so you just go and download it right now. You'll thank me, trust me. With the compressor, this is how it sounds. I've been a bad man, I could have loved you better, I'm a bad man. You know, just as a little bit of that oomph that you need in your vocal, you know. And then this is where I start adding some color to my vocal. So I added an EQ. This EQ is called the Boot EQ MK2, and I love this EQ. It's really good. It's smooth on the highs. Like I said, my microphone has some high-end problems, so when I use this EQ, it just sounds better. So with this EQ, I added some highs, you know, and I added some mid lows. I call these mid lows, you know, because it's more of the medium and the low frequencies, you know. And that's basically what I did with this. Now let me play it after adding this stereo, because it doesn't really do much. It's just a little bit of stereo with, some adding some width to the vocal, but you can't really hear that much of a difference. So with all the effects on, this is how it sounds. I've been a bad man. I could have loved you better. I'm a bad man. You were my best friend. Ever since you left, I've been a dead man. I just need you to forgive me, yeah. Yeah. And then so after that I had to add some, more width to the song and some character by adding some delay and some reverb. So with the reverb, just a little bit of reverb and some stereo to the reverb as well. Then I cut some highs and lows and a lot of lows, and I didn't add because usually what I do is I add an EQ to just try and control the reverb a little bit, but it sounded good without, so I didn't see a reason to add one. But I did add one on the delay. So I had my delay and set it to, I think it's probably 3 steps or whatever, and it's a ping pong. It's on ping pong, so it goes from left to right. I compressed it a little using this limiter, using the Fruity limiter, and I added an EQ, control the lows, and I didn't like some frequencies right here, so I removed them. And this is how it sounds with the delay and the reverb. I've been a bad man. I could have loved you better. I'm a bad man. Yeah, so this is how it sounds together with the track. I've been a bad man. I could have loved you better. I'm a bad man. You were my best friend. Ever since you left, I've been a dead man. I just need you to forgive me, yeah. I got plans of moving on. I just need you to forgive me, yeah. I can't carry weight anymore. So yeah, that is how I process my vocals. So if you enjoyed this video, please hit the sub button, hit the like button, comment on the video, share the video with your friends and family. Holla at your boy, man. I'll be bringing more content like this, so make sure you subscribe to my channel. Holla at your boy. I've been a bad man. I could've loved you better. I'm a bad man. You were my best friend. Ever since you left, I've been a dead man. I just need you to forgive me, yeah. I got plans of moving on. I just need you to forgive me, yeah. I can't carry